Hey everyone, Tim here. I want to start off by telling you, you have the heart of a lion, so make sure you're not acting like a scared kitten. Uh, which brings us into our topic for tonight, fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that we face on a regular basis. Fear of all kinds of different types, of different sizes, but normally fear is not the biggest issue because fear was designed to our primitive self when it was supposed to keep us out of danger. It was supposed to help save our life. And now we're hiding behind fear as if we're scared for our life, but really, it's really not that. It's just something that we're uncomfortable with, such as public speaking, shooting a video, giving up and giving a business presentation of some kind, or maybe traveling somewhere, or whatever it may be. There's some kind of fear involved in that. And if you're not willing to step up and move forward with that fear, and you're not willing to kind of dominate that fear, then fear will run you. And you don't want that. I mean, you want to be able to go and live your life and do the things. The more that you're able to conquer that fear, the stronger you're going to get at it. So time and time again, it's not running you, but you're running it. And fear is a good thing. I'm not saying it's the worst, but you want to make sure that you're in control, that your decisions are not made through fear, that you're not holding yourself back from doing something because you're scared. I was going to school a couple years ago, and one of my first classes back to school was in public speaking or speech or whatever it is, and someone actually left the class on the day of their speech because they were so scared. Now I get it, like it's intimidating, don't get me wrong, and there are like phobias out there, but it's rare. But really, if this person would have had the skills that I have learned since then, you know, maybe they would have been able to get through that speech. If I would have been able to get what I know now to him back then maybe, you know, it would have turned out differently. But that's not the case. So I want to tell you that as you're operating in your day-to-day, make sure that you're the one in control. A couple ways to deal with that is through breathing mechanics. Just making sure that you're taking full, deep breaths. Make sure that you're breathing with your stomach and not with your chest. You're not breathing with your shoulders. So when you're taking that big breath, it's not your shoulders that are rising. It's the belly, because you want to be able to get breath through the whole body. And that's one of the biggest things right there. The second is the questions that you're asking yourself when you're scared, you know, or the things that you're saying to yourself, not necessarily the questions. But maybe you're telling yourself, oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's going to be too hard. Well, what if you were to say, okay, how can I do it better versus how can I do it? How can I do it better is a quality question that we want to be asking. How can I enjoy the process while doing the thing that I'm scared of? That's another really good one. And moving forward from that, I want to read a few notes with you because I wrote them down. They just kind of came to me, and I put them down on paper, and I didn't really know what I was writing. When I looked up, I was like, oh man, that's really good. I need to get this out, and that's kind of what inspired the video. So just real quick, before I get started, I'm going to share a quote with you. Most of you probably heard it, but if you haven't, really let it sink in. And it's Gandhi said, I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. And I feel like that ties in because a lot of times we are too fearful to act the way that we want. We are too intimidated by other people or by what somebody's going to say or what somebody's going to do that we don't do something that will really make us happy and that makes us unique in who we are. It takes away the opportunity of being able to shoot YouTube videos or to go give a speech or to go make new friends, you know, because we're worried about what other people are thinking. And so as we're operating through life, we need to be able to keep that fear under control. And just a few more things. I do actually have my notebook here with with notes written on them. So I just want to share a few things, and the what I wanted to share with you is just, live boldly and live freely. Stop letting people dictate what it is that you're doing. Stop letting other people's feelings of like, oh, that's going to be too hard, you shouldn't do it. If somebody tells you that, then the best thing that you could possibly do is not necessarily stay away from them, but let it go in one ear and out the other. Because if somebody's telling you that you can't do something because it's too hard, it's doing you a disservice. It's kind of like goal setting. When you're setting goals, a lot of times I've heard in the past, don't set goals too big because then you'll be disappointed when you come up short. Well, what if you set goals so big that even if you did come up short, you did more than what you thought you would do? So go big. Go big, or go do something better, and don't ever hold yourself back. You should always be able to feel safe and secure as you're doing whatever it is, as you're expressing yourself through music, through videos, through whatever modality that you're using. You want to be able to just do that freely. And it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy for me to speak out, to do videos. You could probably still hear the shakiness in my voice, and that's fine. But it gets easier with time. You have to keep going. You have to keep doing things, even when they are hard, even when they are fearful. You just keep moving forward. And then I was able to speak with someone a while back that had went through had a really rough past, really rough upbringing, and she was able to get around some people that really started helping her, I guess, blossom into who she wanted to become. And she said something to me, and it was pretty profound, to the sense of, there's an army of people waiting to tear us down and hate on our ideas. And just because they're afraid, they're pushing their fears on us. And that's not okay. But just as there is an army of people, there are 2 times the amount of people ready to embrace us and love us for who we truly are. There are people looking for you. There are people looking for your words and your videos and your music, maybe, or whatever it is that you have to offer, because it's coming from you, the way that you say it, sing it, speak it, whatever it may be. It's your voice that's going to help them. It's your voice that gives them the opportunity to step down from the ledge, to go forward, to submit their videos, to submit their music to something, to do anything that they want to do. They're looking for that sense of confidence that you're going to give them. And you may not know it yet, but you're going to speak to someone someday, somewhere, and it's just going to resonate so much with them that they're going to be able to push to that next level for them. So as you continue on, make sure that you're not letting fear run you. Make sure that you are able to live the way that you want, and just keep going. Just keep doing it. It gets easier. It's not easy, but it is simple to just keep going forward. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for checking it out. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.